Hello everyone, and welcome to Mr. B's short English lesson. Today we talk about question tags. Question tags are used to keep a conversation going, to show your partner that now it's their turn to talk, and you can use them to ask if your sentence, if what you said was correct. Question tags are used at the end of a sentence. They are after a comma, and when you have a positive sentence, a positive statement, you have to use a negative question tag, and when you have a negative sentence, your question tag is positive. A negative question tag is in a short form. Let's look at some examples. We start with a positive statement and a negative question tag. It is warm today, isn't it? In blue, you can see the question tag after a comma at the end of the sentence, and the statement is positive. The is positive, so you have isn't in the negative question tag. You can play an instrument, can't you? So again, can is positive, and the question tag is negative. You also use the same form of the verb in the question tag. So when you have is, it's isn't. When you have can, it's can't. And one more thing, you have to use the short form because it's a negative question tag. There is another thing you have to pay attention to. You use the same pronouns. So when you have it in the sentence, you have it in the question tag, and the same with you use it in the question tag again. Some more examples in other tenses. They were at the cinema yesterday, weren't they? So now we are at the past, simple past. Were is positive, so it's weren't in the question tag. And as you can see, again, the same pronouns. She has seen the film before, hasn't she? This is present perfect. Has seen is positive, so it's hasn't she. Remember, a short form, negative in the question tag, and the same pronouns again. And remember, you have were in the statement, so you have weren't in the question tag, or has seen, the short forms. You have the has in the question tag again with the short forms. So now we turn it around. Now we have a negative statement, and the question tag is going to be positive. Your parents aren't home, are they? So here you can see the sentence, the statement is negative with the aren't. So it has to be in positive form in the question tag. And you use, again, the same form of the verb. So you have aren't in the main statement. So in the question tag, you have are again. And as always, you have to use the correct pronouns. When you have your parents, this is plural, so you have to use they in the question tag. Another example, he wasn't at soccer practice, was he? Here you have the negative statement with wasn't, and you have a positive question tag with was he, and the same pronoun. So let's talk about the question tags. When you have in your sentence a form of be, which is am, are, and so on, in the simple present, and in the simple past, and in the past perfect or present perfect, or you have an auxiliary like can or should, you use in the question tag the same forms. So you have also to use a form of be or the auxiliary. You only have to change from negative to positive or from positive to negative. There is maybe one problem that is not so clear here. What do you do when you have full verbs? What do you do when it's not can, when it's not is, or when it's a form of do? Then something changes. Then you have to use a form of do. So when you have a full verb, like go or play, or a form of do, you use also a form of do in the question tag. The only thing you have to pay attention to are the tenses, because it has to be in the correct tense. But still, you change from negative to positive and from positive to negative. I think we have to look at some examples here too. She likes pasta, doesn't she? So here you have a full verb with like. And likes is in the simple present, so you have to use a simple present question tag. Likes is also a positive sentence, so you have to use doesn't in negative in the question tag. You wanted to go to the party. Here we are in the simple past, because wanted is simple past. Wanted is also a full verb. It's not am, it's not is or was, because it's simple past. So you have to use did in the question tag, and you have to make it negative, so it's didn't. Remember, the pronouns stay the same, so you have to use the same pronouns again. And again, because you have like as a full verb, you use does, and wanted in the past, you use didn't. So now it's the other way around. We're in the simple present. We don't go out today, do we? So now the sentence is negative. So we have a positive question tag. You did score in the match. You didn't score in the match, I'm sorry, did you? Again, didn't score is negative, so you have to use a positive question tag. You use the same pronouns, remember, don't forget that. And because go is a full verb, you use do, and didn't score is a full verb too, so you use did. However, maybe it's a little bit easier because you have, in the negative form, you already have the don't and the didn't, so you can use those words again in positive in the question tag. Remember, you have to watch the tenses because the tense has to be correct. So much for question tags. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.